Pride. It moves millions of people around the world, from Cape Town to Hong Kong to Delhi to London, but most importantly to New York City. New York was the very first city to host the first Pride event that took place in June 1969 to commemorate the Stonewall riots. Lately, the media has been filled with different stories about LGBT rights, LGBT communities. So I thought I'll ask a friend of mine, Justin, to share his views about these LGBT movements, but also about his personal experiences. I hope you will like this movie, so give it a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give it a thumbs down, so I'll start work on something else. Enjoy the movie.
We're still fighting for equality and equal rights. People fear what they don't understand. To be accepted as human beings, not whether it's transgender, gay, just human beings. I can't answer the questions.
How many times have you been to Pride before?
This is probably my eighth
Pride?
Eighth anniversary.
How do you think 2017's Pride's gonna be different this year?
Very different energy, as far as, I mean, there's so many movements going on as far as, you know, just in politics, you know, like with Trump and, you know, Black Lives Matter, the anniversary since the shooting at Pulse in Orlando. So there's a lot.
Do you think that impacted the gay community?
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
In what sense?
Just in the fact that, you know, we're still fighting for equality and equal rights, and just to be accepted as human beings, not whether it's transgender, gay, just human beings.
Why don't you think? Why do you think that people still don't expect, you know, the difference, the equality just yet?
People fear what they don't understand. It's different.
Do you think people still live in the past and they just don't see the, you know, the movements forward?
People are afraid of progression, and, you know, that's what I believe it is. You know, that people are afraid of progressing and changing outside of the norm.
Right.
You know, they're afraid of what
other people think about them. You think that other, like, people who are part of the LGBT community, they didn't come out yet, do you think that they're still scared just because how other people would judge them?
Absolutely. I mean, especially with all the social media, it really doesn't help the cause, because there's more eyes, there's more judgment, there's more just, you know, just everything, you know.
When do you think it's going to be like a norm? When do you think it's going to be like 100% accepted?
That's a hard question.
Hard question?
It's a hard question. There's a fight. There's still a lot to be accomplished as far as LGBT rights, black rights, women rights, equality, everything, all the above. There's a fight to be had, and this march is a statement that we are here to fight for all of those rights, for everything, and progression is all, to make us as a better nation altogether. You know.
When did this all start? When do you think that it first had a voice?
It's weird because, you know, the energy from this Pride is so much different from last year's, being that, you know, gay marriage got legalized.
How many states is gay marriage legal now?
Don't quote me on this, honey. I can't give you all of that.
But the majority, right?
Yeah, a lot of the majority. And then really the energy of this. So last year was it was a celebration. It was a parade.
Right.
But this year it's a march to just keep those rights and just make a statement. Honestly.
And you think it's a march this year because
the
political
energy
views?
Is so much
the political views?
Yeah, political views, especially with Trump in house. It's just everything that's going on with the nation. It's just not. The energy is so off. You know?
Really?
Yeah.
And you think these marches like these, you know, what's about to happen on Fifth Avenue can change the views of people?
Absolutely, absolutely. There are changes to be made, and you know, I see, you know, possibly an impeachment. You know, you know, it's fine.
And how do you look at the haters? The haters who don't believe this type of. The haters, the ones that
they don't exist.
They don't exist.
They're obsolete. They either conform or they just get, you know, passed by. You know,
right.
We don't see that one.
I think that's the positive way of looking at it, right?
Yeah.
Because if you weren't looking at it, but then you're not a strong fighter.
Exactly. And
what I mean,
that's what this march is about. It's about strength and continuing the fight and fighting for the laws and things that Obama put in place to keep those rights for us.
Did you know that you were gay from day one, or was it like a turn of your life?
Yes and no. It was a little bit of a struggle, and you know, it takes
struggle of acceptance.
Yeah. I really didn't learn to accept it until I came to college.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, until college.
So high school years were
such a struggle. Yeah. Just to accept it and just to love me for me.
Right.
And that's where it began. Like, you have to love you first. Before you can show pride and help others grow. So yeah, for me, it wasn't until I came to college, freshman year, went through a little phase, but then I found love, and those are my best friends. Like, they really helped me to be the person that I am today, to be proud of the person I am today.
I guess because they supported you, right?
Exactly.
And that's what it matters,
Mm-hmm.
I guess, when you find someone who has the same views as you and has the right to support you and will support you.
Right. Yeah. And I've been through my trials. I've had, my circle of friends, and, when I told them that I was gay, they turned their backs on me, and they were like, no, I'm not gay, and I'm not here for it. So I've been through that, but again, it's made me the person I am. I take something from every experience, and no, I'm not mad at them for it, but I'm stronger as a person.
And how did your family take it? Tough one.
B with a hard question.
Family. That's still a work in progress. So,
is it still?
Yeah, most of my family knows. I was raised by my grandmother, so she knows. My father knows. Close family. The hardest person to come over to is my mother.
She just wouldn't accept it, or she just has...
I just haven't had the opportunity to have that conversation. She's had her own struggles, and I felt like it's the right time to really possibly burden her with my own struggles for her to take on. So yeah, so my mother, it eats me up that, because I'm really close with my mother, and it sucks that we haven't had that conversation yet. But we will.
At one point, we will.
At the
right
right time.
Keep fighting, man.
Yes.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. Bye.